borax with you today. So Death Valley is approximately 140 miles long, and it ranges between 4 and 16 miles wide depending on the point in this national park. And it is part of the Mojave Desert. All right, here I am in the middle of what is called the Devil's Cornfield. So you'll take a look around, and these plants here are called an arrowweed, but they resemble what corn plants look like when they've been bundled at the harvest. So this guy here has a strange adaptation. Its roots are very shallow. It gathers all of the dirt around the bottom because it's searching for shallow water underground. And like the name suggests, Native Americans in this area, the Panamint tribe, used the shafts of the arrowweed to make their arrows. So Death Valley got its name because prospectors heading to the gold rush in Northern California came through this area and crossed over. And you can imagine what must have happened to be named Death Valley. We know that Death Valley is the lowest, the hottest, and the driest point in North America. We talked about Death Valley being a very extreme environment. And just so you know, today it's pretty nice out here. It's breezy. The morning was in the 40s and now it's in the 70s. But in July, the temperatures range to be about in the 120 degrees. The highest recorded temperature was in 1913. It was 134 degrees. So you might notice the differences in the geology here towards the bottom of this canyon and up on the top. Let me zoom in for you. What do you think has caused all of these little hills and valleys, kind of? And then if you look down at the bottom, look at all of that dark area down there. If you guessed erosion, you're correct. It's weathering from the winds and the rains. This is called Zabriskie Point, and he was the vice president of one of the borax companies that was located here. So we've hiked down Zabriskie Point to the bottom. We're sitting on what looks like a riverbed. It's just rock. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the formation of Death Valley. Scientists believe that Death Valley could have been formed as recently as 800 to 1300 years ago, although some scientists say that the rocks are millions of years old. And they believe that when hot lava or magma from volcanoes hit the underground water, it caused steam explosions, which then forced the ground to kind of sink in, giving us that very low point. The other thing that's kind of cool is while there is not a whole lot of water here, they say that there are 600 springs located throughout Death Valley. All right, I know this looks like we're on an ice rink, but this is actually the salt flats at the Badwater Basin, located at 282 feet below sea level. This is the lowest point in America, and what I'm walking on is actually salt, and I know because I licked it. Well, that's it for this time. Remember, boys and girls, to leave a place better than when you got there. So if you take stuff in, make sure you pack it out. Share this video with your friends and family, like us on YouTube, and I'll see you next time.